Slubo con 75, Dallas con 70.
Y por otra parte, el día de hoy se llevó a cabo.
El periodismo es una de las armas más importantes que tiene el ser humano para comunicarse sobre los acontecimientos que están ocurriendo en una determinada zona o en una determinada área del mundo, ya sea noticias locales, nacionales o internacionales.
This is not a job for the vain of heart, because in this job, unlike other ones, it's like a deck of cards or a house of cards. If one falls, everything falls down.
I believe that this profession it's all about passion. You have to be very passionate about what you do. You have to be very passionate about the field. Not anybody can be in this type of career. I believe that it's a very demanding profession because of the long hours, of the time that you dedicate on a daily basis, to be informed and to keep the public informed of what's going on, not only in your community but around the world.
El periodismo es una labor social porque es con lo que el periodista o el comunicador utiliza para poder informar a la gente sobre diferentes hechos que ocurren en nuestra sociedad, llámese política, llámese sociales, llámese de investigación, de cualquier ángulo o ámbito, eso es el periodismo.
Broadcast journalism is a profession that is able to affect the way many in the community perceive the events around them. The information given in 30 minutes of a newscast is put together hours before, and it takes the hard work of many individuals to get it on air.
A lot of things go into production of news. You got a lot of technical people. You got your producer. You got your technical director, myself. You got your reporters. You got your cameraman. You got the playback person, and you got the person who does the banners, the CGs. You also have the person who designs the graphics that come out during the newscast. There's a lot of people that come together, to actually complete a full production of a newscast.
A regular day for us here in Univision and for Fox reporters as well is basically coming in the morning, you meet with your assignment editor, who is the person in charge of our news desk, and we have an editorial meeting to discuss what kind of stories we can follow up on and what kind of stories we can do and what's happening. Once we have sort of like a plan, we continue to do beat calls. We call every police department out there. We call our contacts, see if anything is going on. And we just go out on the field, we drive around, we conduct interviews, our photographers shoot footage. And once we've come back, we have sort of an idea of what's going to be our main story or our top story. And we piece it together. We pick out our bits and pieces of interviews that we're going to use in our story. We create a script, we voice it over, and put it on the air.
As the on-air tally light comes on, the effort placed in the 8 hours prior to the show will come to fruition. The footage shot, the written scripts, and the phone calls made in the morning beat checks will culminate into 30 minutes of information dedicated to the viewer.
There is a very high adrenaline rush because you are, like I said, you have to be, in my position as a technical director, I have to make sure everybody is doing their jobs. I have to make sure everybody's doing their duties because I have to put everything together. It's just a big coordination, really, that I have to be worried about. And thinking about what other people are doing and make sure they are going to be on the spot when they're ready, when they have to be. My adrenaline is rushing a lot, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is the cue for students at La Jolla High School's Career and Technology Education course, Audio Video Production. Under the mentorship of Mr. Mark Bullard, they delve into the world of professional broadcast.
Audio video production is basically television production and radio production. There are 3 levels to the course. There's the first part, which is 1 semester, 1 period, which is called Principles of Audio Video Technology. And then there is Audio Video Production, which is a 1-hour full year course. And then the 3rd level is Advanced Audio Video Production, which is a year-long 2-hour course. And the advanced audio video production is articulated with TSTC in Harlingen, so the students can get college credit, 3 hours of college credit through TSTC in Harlingen if they choose to go to that university.
Students are able to correlate the principles they are taught here with their real-world implementations. Some have seen them firsthand in visits to local TV stations.
We mock forecasts and news shows just to get the full experience. We are also allowed to job shadow other legitimate newscasters and get the full experience.
I love this. I like it a lot, and I do plan myself on pursuing this as a career. I actually want to, and mostly I want to study like editing, behind the scenes kind of thing.
Thanks to the advancement in technology, many graduate high school with a noticeable advantage that will serve them not only in the pursuit of higher education, but also out in the workforce.
When students, and I have to refer not just to high school, but to college, because those are usually the ones that end up here right away. At times that their equipment may be better than ours. Why? Because they're always, it's a place of education. So they want to prepare their students for the latest. The concept of storytelling, it's the same. I don't care if you use an iMac or a Beta. Storytelling is the same thing. So it does help that, yes, that they're prepared to do nonlinear editing, that they're ready to do, whatever needs to be, whatever it is they need to do now compared to 10 years ago. Now that we use the internet much more and we use computers much more. If they're good to go, it's great for us. But in reality, it's the storytelling techniques that really need to be honed. That's what makes a big difference between just an average reporter and a great reporter.
Es mucho mejor que desde que estés en la escuela aprendas desde cómo cargar un cable, cómo doblarlo, porque hasta eso tiene su chiste, desde las diferentes técnicas de iluminación, diferentes técnicas de grabación, los movimientos que hay, paneos, tilt up, tilt downs, todo eso. Si sales de la escuela y no lo sabes, realmente va a haber muy pocas oportunidades para que te contraten. Entonces, si sales de la escuela ya con ese conocimiento, si hay ese acercamiento de la tecnología en los planteles escolares, es de muchísima ayuda, porque ya cuando salen, se gradúan, la experiencia que quizá una compañía o una empresa les pida, pues ya la van a traer de la escuela. Entonces, eso es mucho más importante. Entonces, sí es de mucha ayuda.
As many other careers, broadcast journalism may have its calling at any point in life. It may be in high school, while in a career and technology education course, or in college when taking a communications course. As Mr. Antonio Rodriguez explains, his incursion into the career came after his high school graduation.
When I was in high school, my entire high school years were devoted to music. I was in the La Jolla High School band all throughout the 4 years, even throughout junior high and part of elementary school. So to me, music was my first, choice. I went to college, I went to the university, and I took several music classes. Then it comes to a point where you realize that that's not what you want to do your entire life. So I stumbled across an old friend of mine, and she suggested that I take a couple of courses in communication, which I did, and the rest is history. Basically, I took some media courses, I took some advertising courses, some public relations courses, and I ended up in television broadcast. And I did an internship with Univision back in 1999. I've been working with Univision ever since, and been here for 11 years in this company, and this has been a school for me, because you get the hands-on experience on creating a 30-minute newscast for our viewers, and that's how I got started.
The best way to incursion into this field is to seek out opportunities that will in return garner you hands-on experience. From a class to an internship, either will be a great stepping stone for you as a student.
A lot of kids here in the Valley have a lot of talent. The one thing I would recommend is internships. Get an internship, get your feet wet. You're not going to go in right away as a reporter. You're not going to go in right away as an anchor. Maybe you are. Chances are very, very slim. But you need to be a learner not only of journalism, you need to be a learner of life itself. You need to listen to what people are saying. What people think it's important, whatever is around the water cooler, the conversation around the water cooler, that's important to our people. So that's something that you need to look into. Need to learn to listen. A good reporter, a good anchor needs to listen before they can actually start talking.
If you want to be in the news industry, before you start, get as much practice as you can. There's a lot of nuances that you have to learn. It's not just aim, record, and that's it, and have your mic on. No, there's a lot more that entails into getting a good production out. So just get as much practice as you can. Get as much practice as you can. That way, once you feel comfortable and you start applying to news centers, you can already go in there and hit the ground running, because that's what they want to do. That's what a news center wants. They want somebody who's already experienced. They want somebody who already knows the ins and outs of the position they're going to hire. And it's really hard to really train somebody new when they come into the news center. So get as much practice as you can. If you want, get some internships. If you want, go in there and just go. If you have free times in the weekends or during the week, you can go in there and ask a news director in one of the news centers if I could practice with you. Get some hands-on training. That way I can once I start applying and once I get the courage to start going and applying to positions, I can already hit the ground running, and I'll be experienced enough to where they can feel comfortable with hiring.